What is up, guys? I'm back with another video, and today we are playing Black Ops 3. But um yeah, we're playing Black Ops 3 free run. Oh my gosh, my voice just went oh ugh. Basically we are playing free run because I'm going to be um playing Black Ops 3 free run in the background as I am telling a story. So I'm going to tell probably a total of maybe one or two stories just because I haven't gotten these out right now. I will be getting back to playing Black Ops 3. I just don't have PlayStation Plus right now. Once I get PlayStation Plus, I will. It should be a few days until I get PlayStation Plus. Hold on, there's someone at my door. Give me a second. Hello, peoples. Goodbyes, peoples. Okay. Alright, now my dog's gonna bark. Alright. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. Sorry, I always have interruptions in my videos. Alright, let's get into it. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so this first story is going to be about, my friend. His name is, Kevin. Basically, he went to my old school in elementary. Back in a town that I'm not going to name because that's just something I don't want to do. And if I did, I'd feel really bad. So, anyway, continuing the story, basically, Kevin was kind of a mutual friends, wasn't like a best friend or anything. Basically, we just talked to each other a few times every once in a while. And when we did, it was okay. Like I said, mutual friends, not like best friends or anything. So, anyway, back to the story. So, he, Kevin always liked playing basketball. He loved sports. He loved football and basketball mainly. And during recess in elementary school, he would actually go out on the court and play recess with a ton of other people who, um, play basketball during recess with a ton of other people who loved sports. And that was kind of their group. That's all they did each day for recess, for that half an hour of freedom during school. And basically, one day he was doing really well in the game. His team was doing really well. He had scored the most points for his team, and basically during it, he literally he tried showing off and went for a layup. And it was a cool layup. Didn't really get to see much of it, but this is all I know. He went for a layup and he missed. And what happened next is he actually fell and hit head first back of his head onto the concrete. And everyone started swarming him, and no one had any idea why. And basically everyone had swarmed him. I was sitting down talking to my friend at the time. I'm I'm trying to get back into contact with him. I'm not going to reveal his name, but let's call him Trevor. Basically, Trevor and I were just talking. Doesn't have anything to do with the story. And basically, we were just talking, and everyone just started swarming Kevin, and we had no idea why. Neither did any of the aides that were in charge of us during recess. And basically, you can hear my sister in the background. Oh, whatever. Um, and basically, when people were swarming Kevin, they literally just went. We went over there and just see this puddle of, like, not even a puddle, a pool of blood spilling out underneath his head, and he was laying down, and he was like out of it. He was awake, but he was out of it. He wasn't like standing up or anything. None of that. He was just laying down out of it. And one of the teachers, well, aides, came and took off her sweater and put it underneath his head to soak up some of the blood. And that was actually really admirable. Respect. And basically, she and a few other aides took him to the nurse's office or infirmary for some people at private schools or whatever. And basically during it, um, he didn't go to the infirmary. He went straight to the hospital. And basically, one day went by, no one heard from Kevin. Next day went by, still no word from Kevin. The third day, basically this happened on Tuesday, and it was Friday now. He had come back with a patch on the back of his head, and we asked him, "Oh, Kevin, everyone was like asking, "Oh, Kevin, are you okay? What happened? Or are you okay? I have no idea what happened." And he's like, "Neither do I." And he my gosh. My commentary is always ruined by me coughing. And basically, he's like, "Me neither." And they're like, "What? You don't remember anything?" And like people kept explaining to him, but he couldn't understand a thing because they were saying. So me and some of my friends went up and like, "Kevin, you went for a layup in basketball, fell and hit your head straight on the concrete." And he's like, "Really?" All I remember is waking up in a hospital bed and being like, "Where am I?" And I just thought that was so funny. And apparently so did Kevin. He started laughing as well. And I don't, I felt bad for him at first, but now I don't. I mean, first of all, it's been about 2 to 3 years. And second, because he literally at the time was laughing at himself. He's like, I shouldn't have shown off. I shouldn't have tried to show off." And like, it was just so funny. And I just remember that day so vividly. It was so funny. Not him cracking his head open. That's terrible. But yeah, that's the first story. And yeah, I'm trying to think of another story because we have a little bit of time left, if I can check. We have about um we have about 7 minutes left. Actually, no, less than that. So maybe we have time for one more story, and that's it. So what story should I tell? I'm thinking. Um, I really am trying to think. Short story. Short story. Short story. Short story. Oh, you know what? I'll tell a little bit of a spooky story. So this happened this week. Um, yeah, this week. Very, very early story. I was going to save this, but I felt like it's time. Basically, I was laying down in my bed, and you guys wouldn't know this, and I don't even think Nick does either. When it helps me fall asleep and relax if I have music playing through my earbuds plugged into my like earbuds in my ears, just listening to music as I just hit the mic as I go to sleep. And that night I was listening to Undertale music because, you know me, I love my Undertale. And basically, I literally was just sitting there. And since I was really little, like 5, I'm pretty sure this is a really common fear, but I've always been scared of someone breaking into the house. I mean, our house has home security, Xfinity security, so we have a camera pointed straight at our door. It's actually in the same room I am now, because the room that I'm in is right next to my front door. And basically, um, there's also, if the door opens, in my parents' room, there's a monitor that just makes a little ding, whenever that happens. And we have 3 entry doors. The back one, the garage one, door, and the front door. So yeah, it's crazy. And basically, I've always been scared of that. I can see why that would be a common fear, but the thing is, I've tended to overreact about things, but this just freaked me out so much. Like, I was just listening to Undertale music, and then I got to the song where, it's the same song where you're fighting Nabstablook, which is my favorite character of all time. Nabstablook! He's the ghost guy that cries and makes a hat out of his tears. It's awesome. And basically, I was listening to that song, and I was just dancing a little bit, while I was trying to go to sleep. And basically, my door starts to creak open, and like pretty slowly, and then I just see this flashlight get shine in my face for about 3 seconds, and I'm like acting like I'm asleep because I don't know what's happening. And next thing I know, that person closes the door with the flashlight and walks away. And my heart was pounding. I had never moved so fast in my life. I had turned around, like I had flipped on my back, no, off of my back, on my stomach, and grabbed my phone and started just mashing the buttons to call my parents, which are a few doors down. So I decided just to call them. And basically, they literally didn't answer. And my mom comes in with the flashlight, and she's like, "Jackson, what's wrong?" And I'm like, "Is there someone in the house?" And she's like, "What?" And I say, "Someone just opened my door with a flashlight." And then I look down and see her holding a flashlight. And it slowly clicked in my head that she had just come to check up on me to see if I had fallen asleep yet or not. And that still freaked me out. I had trouble getting to sleep that night. That's all I'm going to say. So yeah. Anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video of me telling 2 stories. I'm going to end it at 13 minutes. Anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed, as I said before, and slap that like button and subscribe. Hopefully you enjoyed. I will see you all later. Jackson from Elite Gamers signing out.